Ooh. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope we are well. I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me / Q&A Halloween special. As you can see, my eyes are fucking weird. So I'm gonna be doing a fairly simple skull. This was, I actually saw this on Sophie Hannah's Instagram and was like, I'm gonna give a go at doing that, all whilst answering your questions. Now, I said I was doing a Halloween Q&A special, and I put the smiley devil emoji, and I don't know what it is about that emoji, but it got a lot of you asking sex questions, but we're gonna go with the flow. So it's a bit naughty, this one. I was kind of going down more of the spooky vibes. I was thinking spooky, not asking me spooky questions, but asking me like, you know, juicy questions, but I suppose they are juicy. They're just also quite sexy. Let's see, this is like you're going on a Halloween works do, or you just can't really be bothered. I'm no Sophie Hannah, like I cannot do those amazing, you know, makeup things. I'm just hairy. Question number 1 is, do you still love YouTube as much as you did when you started? Do you know what? It's just a different time. I still do enjoy it. There have been times where I've not enjoyed it so much, just through like, I don't know, things changing and, you know, like when you sometimes feel like you're coming under a lot of judgment by people and people not being particularly nice. It can be quite daunting, but I know that comes with the territory, which isn't, I know it's not an excuse, but it can sometimes be difficult. And I think there was a period of time where I was falling out of love with it a bit, and I felt a bit trapped by it. I think it was kind of a combination of feeling like I didn't have much of my own sort of personal life and privacy, because I shared so much, albeit my own problem, because I chose to share a lot of the stuff that I put out there. So take the blame for that, but you kind of get into it's almost like an expectation from people to share everything. It has been difficult at times and not as fun. And you know how things change and the algorithm and sometimes I'd feel like, what is my purpose? What is my point here? Now I'm kind of in my don't give a shit era, like properly. Like I know that on YouTube, that's always been my thing of being outspoken and like not really caring and being confident and all that. But like truly not giving a shit. I just do what I want. And I do my vlogs and I don't filter myself anymore because I'm afraid of what people might say about me on gossip sites or just generally in comments. I don't think about it. I'm just like, if you don't like me, you don't fucking like me. If you think I'm a twat, then you think I'm a twat. That is that. So, yeah, no, I definitely have fallen back in love with it. I'm gonna go up there with that bit. A lot of pencil. Pick one. Heaven with no alcohol or hell with alcohol but shit music. I'll probably go to heaven, you know. I'm not actually that fussed about not having a beverage. I'd rather sing and have music that I love, than have a beer. Because I get more joy out of music and singing. Because I'll be in hell and I'll also have anxiety all the time. Just my guide. How did you meet your boyfriend? How did I meet him? I met him at the bandstand in Chapelfield Gardens in Norwich in 2014. I've actually known him for a long time, or known of him. And we've always been like Facebook friends, you know? You know those people that you just Facebook friends and you don't really talk to them, or you're like Instagram friends, you know, follow each other on Instagram just because they're local and they're in the community. And we have chatted like, if we bumped into each other at events or like gigs or something, we have known each other. So I didn't meet him on a dating site. It was just a slide in your DM sort of job. It was just sort of a reply on Instagram, stories about something, and then started talking, and it kind of just went from there, really. It was an organic way, you know, I already knew him. How are we feeling about this then? This is where the face band comes in and I'm scared about it. Snazaroo, can't go wrong. Ooh. Naughtiest place you've had sex. Here they come. Do you know what? I've not really had sex in a particularly naughty place. It's more like, you know, I've had sex in a car before. Years ago when I was a teenager. I once had sex in an alleyway out the back of a nightclub. Not properly. It was just like we were really drunk and horny, and I must have been like 19 or something. And, you know, just happened, didn't it? Not for long, because it was just like, this is actually really impractical and kind of gross. Well, I wouldn't say anywhere naughty. If you could make one drastic change about your appearance for a day only, what would it be? I'd love to see what it was like to have massive tits, because I've got little boobies. I also don't want to commit to a boob job, because I do like my boobies, but I also love boobies. And I would love to see what it was like to have like big norks for a day, you know? Well, why not? So I'd like to have big tits for a day. And then if I like it, just pray to their boob gods about keeping them, yeah? Are you going to be doing any more songs for Sunny Bones? Love the band. So the thing is, Sunny Bones started as a project between me and my friend Ben, and we wrote songs together, and we obviously played a few shows and made videos, and it was lovely. But like, Ben's engaged, he's got a really good job that he loves, and he is just sort of living his very cute, wholesome life, and he just doesn't really have time for band anymore, which is fine, because that shit happens when you grow up. Like, being in a band in your teens and early 20s, easy. Like, you just can do it whenever you want, no responsibilities, no commitments. You just fucking rock out, you know? Things have changed. So I'm continuing Sunny Bones as a solo project. I'm going to be getting the help from the people around me to write and record. My boyfriend's actually a music producer. But yeah, and Ben was like, mate, I don't want to hold you back. You need to do this. Keep the flame lit, you know? Yeah, so we'll be experimenting and trying out, cool, like a dog, different sorts of sounds. Still with like a country flair to it, I feel, like Americana flair. It's a solo project, so it's gonna be a bit more me, but I'm very, very excited about it. Have you ever had Botox/filler? Nope. I've had nothing injected into my face other than Profilo, which is a hyaluronic acid treatment, and I only managed to get one session done out of two because I fainted and I didn't want to go back. It was complimentary, which was really nice, but I was scared, so no, I've not, and I don't know if I will. I might get Botox maybe one day, but I don't want to get filler. I'm actually quite satisfied with my lips, so I ain't got a barber. Have you had any criticism from the body positivity movement after losing weight? Not that I know of, and to be frank, if I did, I'd be pretty fucked off, because it's not particularly very body positivity, particularly kind to give someone shit for wanting to lose weight. This is the whole thing I don't understand about the body positivity movement, is like, you can't, like, I feel like there's a toxic side of it, which forces you to love yourself, and if you want to make changes, then you should be ashamed. And I just don't think I think that's pretty fucking hypocritical. I don't know, I just think it's very contradictory of self-love that can, I feel like, you know, my viewpoint on weight loss is very much like doing it for the right reasons, doing it for you, not feeling pressured, all that jazz. And so when someone tries to shame you for wanting to lose weight, I think it's just a bit fucking backwards. It's actually like nobody's business. I'm gonna use an eyeliner. I saw Sophie Hannah use an eyeliner to do this bit because it was tricksy. Doesn't mean I don't still love everybody and bodies and peeps. You know, doesn't mean I'm not respectful of other people and what they choose to do and how they choose to look. I think there's this very much like, there's this whole weird thing that I've never got on board with, which is, if you like this, then you must not like that. I think I had some sort of comment once which was something along the lines of, I'm now fat phobic because I've lost weight. And I'm like, it doesn't fucking work like that. Like, just because I've decided to do one thing doesn't by default equal something else. That's fucking stupid. I like apples, or therefore you must hate oranges. I'm just like, no, it doesn't work like that. Why can't I make a decision insulting someone else, or B, default, I mean, I hate the alternative. You've lost weight, Helen, therefore you must hate bigger bodies. No, I don't hate bigger bodies. I just made a personal choice, and I know that is way more reflective, that person, than it is myself. How do you deal with a partner that doesn't pull his weight in helping with everyday adult life? I'll tell you what, I have a big thing about this. I think that is a typical case of a boy or a partner that has been mummied, and their mum has done everything for them, and they're used to someone doing everything for them. And I think that, you know, you gotta be fucking tough with them, because I wouldn't put up with it. I couldn't put up with it. I couldn't be with someone that doesn't pull their weight. I'd have to tell them straight. I was like, look, if you don't pull your weight around here, then, you know, I just couldn't do it. you need to have a serious word or just refuse to do anything for them. You sort your own washing out, you sort your own tea out, you sort your own washing up, because I'm not doing it, because I'm not your mother. And until you start to pull your weight around the house, or we divide the chores up. I'm not helping you with the chores, I'm not cooking your dinner, you're not, because this is this one thing I had on a podcast. A man, we're using a male, we're using a heterosexual couple scenario, but when a man says he's helping you with housework, you go tell him to go fuck yourself, because he's not helping you with the housework, he's doing the housework in his own home. Because it's like, I'm sorry, this isn't my responsibility that I need help with, this is also your responsibility because we coexist, we cohabit this space together. Really passionate. That gives me the real rage. Why did you and your ex break up? Well, without delving in too much personal detail, because it's not, you know, just my business, I'm gonna put it down to just being a little bit, there was just a bit of a misunderstanding with like kind of emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. There were just a lot of issues that arose from that. So I feel like, you know, and a mixture of sort of like growing out. You know, I have no hard feelings for my ex at all. Lovely time together, but, you know, we were just kind of quite different, and there was a breakdown of communication a lot of the time, and I felt like my needs weren't being met in some kind of areas on more of like an emotional level, and it just kind of got a bit too much, and we just sort of mutually decided to kind of call it a day. You sort of outgrow people sometimes, don't you? So, tips for not losing sight of yourself when you're in a new romantic relationship. This is a fun one. Don't get too whisked away with seeing each other all the time and ditching your mates, or compromising your routine or the things that make you feel good, or like your kind of self-care or whatever, like flunk on the things that make you feel good about you. Oh, what am I doing? I know it's super exciting, and new romance is always like, wow, oh my God. But you also need to still remain yourself with your own identity and your own things. For example, if we're gonna see each other in the week, he'll come to mine because I have my boot camp and my boxing that I like to do. And that's really important to me, and he doesn't live anywhere near that. So he'll come to mine, and then I'll see him on the weekend. I'm flexible on the weekend. I still make time for my friends, and I think that's a really important thing. I probably don't see them as much as I did, because when I was single, I just had more free time, didn't I? My friends are all married and stuff, or not all of them, but they're in relationships or engaged or whatever. So they have obviously the time with their partners. I have a bit more time now. I had more time to spend with them, or nothing else going on because I was single. So I took up more opportunities, or like said yes to more stuff because I could. Yeah, I would just go as far as to say is just don't lose sight of yourself. Like in terms of, I mean, that's the question. Don't put yourself second all the time or compromise yourself all the time. You still got to have your own space and identity. Oh, fuck. Own space and identity. Oh, fuck this, and I. Oh, fuck this, and I. Oh, my God. Have you ever tolerated bad sex in a relationship? Well, the thing is, you see, like, I feel like sex can be something that you can work through. Like, if you're dating someone and it's just terrible and you're not that into them, then you don't need that to go any further, do you? Like, you don't have to pursue them, like, if you don't really like them that much. But if you like them enough, you'll work with it, and sex can be improved. You just have to learn how to communicate that with them. It's about having that dialogue, that healthy dialogue surrounding what you like and what you don't like, and if they're game, and super into it, they'll adapt, and they'll, try and please you. Oh my God. How many dates would you sleep with someone? I don't really care about that. I don't think it matters. I think it all depends on how much you like them and how much you get on with them and your chemistry with them. I don't think there's like a fucking rule, because you could sleep with them on the first night or on the third or fourth. I don't really think about it, like just see how things go. And I think that it's really fucking weird that people are judgmental or like think that there's rules on that sort of shit. Like, I'm like, nah, it's fucking business. Like, I'll shag who I want when I want. If you're both on the same page and you're getting a good vibe from them, you know. Ooh. Do I look like a skeleton or not? I can't, I feel like I look like a bit like a dog. I look fucking mental right now. Okay, what dating questions? What's your opinion on dating multiple people at the same time? I don't know, to be honest, I don't have the capacity to do that. Like, I can't even talk to more than one person at once. When I was on dating sites, it was so hard to like keep chat with various different people and like text different people. Nah, I can't. So let alone actually dating someone, more than one person, I just couldn't do it. Cause it's just too much, too fucking much. When would you introduce your boyfriend to the channel, if ever? Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen because like, he doesn't want to, and I really I asked him like from the get-go, like, how are your feelings on being on my social media? Like, it's not a requirement as a boyfriend of mine at all, but out of just a sign of respect in terms of if I'm filming or taking pictures and doing things on my Instagram story, how do you feel about that? And he said, I just prefer not to because I am quite a private person. I run my business and all that, but like, I don't really want to have that kind of attention. And I was like, that is so fair enough. That is you. You have told me what your boundaries are, and I'm gonna respect that. I know I've said it in the past with various other partners about how I have grown up online and shared everything. I just think that it's okay for me to have a slice of privacy, you know? Like, people don't need to know everything about like everything that goes on in my life. No offense, guys, but you don't. The world doesn't need to. I don't think that will change, to be honest. It might do, but I don't think it will. Because he's got his own thing as well going on, so you can commit one crime without consequences. What do you do? I'd probably go and rob a bank. Yeah, I'd go rob some banks and just be really, really, really rich. Loads of banks in one day, hit them all hard, loot some places, and then sail away on a pirate ship. Would I kill? I probably would like to kill someone, but like a really bad person, like genuinely terrible people. Torture them. Would I torture someone? Yeah. That is that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Halloween Q&A. Get ready to be special. My name is Helen Anderson, skeleton lady, Sunny Bone. Goodbye.